the upper limb. So in the upper limb, we have 30 bones, 30 and 30, right and left, 60 bones to remember in here. This is going to be a piece of cake, you will see. So far, let's remember that the upper limb is divided into three sections. The brachial region, the antebrachial region, and the manus. It is okay, it is acceptable to call these areas by, or to name them by the common name that everybody uses. It is okay to say that this is the arm, the brachial region, that this is the forearm, the antebrachial region, and this is the hand, the manus. Now, what I want you to keep in mind is that whenever we're talking about the arm, we are referring to the area between um, the shoulder and the elbow. And whenever we're talking about the forearm, we're talking about the region between the elbow and the wrist. Okay, with that said, let's describe the bones that we have on the upper limb. And I know it's 30, but most of them are in the hand, on the carpal bones. So let's start describing these bones. On the brachial region, on the arm, we have only one bone, which is the humerus, the funniest of all. Then on the forearm, we have the radius and the ulna. Actually, the radius, don't get confused, the radius is pointing here to this bone, is lateral, and the ulna is medially located on your forearm. And then the hand. Let's concentrate now our attention only on the brachial region, on the humerus. So the humerus is the only bone of the brachial area. It's lonely, it's big, it's long, massive, the longest and strongest bone in the entire upper limb. It's going to articulate proximally with the scapula to form the shoulder joint, and distally with the ulna and the radius to form the elbow joint. So how does this work? Look, here we have, this is an anterior view of the humerus, and this is a posterior view of the humerus. How do you know? In the anterior view, you have two fossa. Remember, fossas are depressions? You have two fossas in here. In the posterior view, you have only one. That's how you know. I repeat, all of these landmarks are going to be covered on the lab. So, how do you know if this is a right or a left humerus? You know, okay, if I'm telling you this is anterior, and well, now I need to know, is this right, is this left, if this is medial or lateral. Now, this is called the head of the humerus. And the head of the humerus is pointing medially because it's that round, see, smooth surface that articulates with, exactly, the glenoid cavity of the scapula. Can you see it there? See? That is, informs the shoulder joint. Now, let's see what we have here in the distal epiphysis. Using our terms. So we have the capitulum and the trochlea. Yes, more new names. Capitulum and trochlea. Capitulum is this round, get out of there. Okay. Keep going. This capitulum is this round projection of bone that is lateral on the distal epiphysis of the humerus. Is lateral. Remember, the head of the humerus is medial. On the contralateral side is where you're going to find the capitulum. The trochlea is found on the medial side of the distal epiphysis of the humerus, right on the same side or ipsilateral to the head of the humerus. So, and it's this pointy projection of bone that you can see here. This is the anterior and this is the lateral view of the trochlea. We cannot see the capitulum in the posterior view. The capitulum and the trochlea, which are distal on the humerus, articulate, guess what, with the radius and the ulna, right, to form the elbow joint. So the capitulum is lateral, of course, articulates with the bone that is lateral in the forearm, which is the radius. And the trochlea, which is medial, articulates with the bone medially located on your forearm, which is the ulna. So in the next video, we're going to describe the structures of the radius and ulna that articulate with the humerus.